Panhandle Public Health District announcing more than 400 new COVID cases during their latest briefing. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in Western Nebraska and Eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Unified Command announcing 444 new COVID cases in the Panhandle, as well as 11 additional deaths during their Thursday afternoon briefing. The new cases include 257 in Scottsbluff County, 53 in Box Butte County, 34 in Morrill County, 33 in Cheyenne County, 31 in Dawes, 13 in Kimball County, 12 in Sheridan, 3 in Banner, 2 in Dual, Grant, and Sioux counties, and 1 new case in Garden County. PPHD also confirming 11 new COVID-related deaths in the region. A Box Butte County woman in her 80s, a Grant County man in his 70s, a Kimball County man in his 60s, a Morrill County man in his 80s, a Scottsbluff County woman in her 60s, a Scottsbluff County woman in her 90s, a Scottsbluff County man in his 60s, a Scottsbluff County man in his 70s, and 2 Sheridan County women in their 80s. Through Thursday evening, the Panhandle has seen 5,082 total cases, 42 deaths, 2,688 recoveries, leaving 2,352 active cases and 85 active hospitalizations. Those active cases include 1,744 in Scottsbluff County, 162 in Cheyenne, 134 in Box Butte, 92 in Morrill, 77 in Dawes, 57 in Sheridan, 49 in Kimball County, 15 in Garden, 5 in both Banner and Grant counties, and 4 in both Sioux and Dual counties. Health officials say now more than ever, Panhandle residents have to do their part to help slow the spread.
So we have a ways to go, guys, and we have a long ways to go before everybody has access to the vaccine. So we just have to keep doing what we're doing, keeping social distance, wearing a mask, washing your hands frequently.
And following the news that the Gehring Merchant Association canceling their 2020 holiday parade due to COVID concerns, PPHD Director Kim Engel imploring the Downtown Scottsbluff Association to follow suit. Engel says she has received numerous calls with concerns about the parade following the Panhandle moving into the red on the risk dial. She says Unified Command continues to discourage public gatherings, noting that any event that encourages people to gather puts the public at risk. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer's in with your weekend weather forecast. We'll have that right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
Logos in Gehring is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gehring.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
As we look across the area this evening, we're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies, temps falling down into the 20s overnight. It's going to be calm, though, and not bad. So not bad at all this weekend. In fact, cooler, not as windy. It's going to be unsettled next week. We have lots of Thanksgiving questions on what the weather may look like. And we don't have a lot of answers for you, unfortunately. 64 yesterday after a morning low of 31. Another day of nothing in the rain gauge, falling behind normal now for the month and well below normal for the year. 40s out here across the high plains as we go through the evening hours here, and temperatures are pretty quiet. Temps are calm. Winds are calm. It's quiet, and we have temps that aren't too bad out there is what I'm trying to say. Winds under 10 hour primarily for everybody. Futurecast is all quiet here across the region. A few clouds. That's about it. Everything pushes off to the east. For the day tomorrow, we could be dealing with a few showers off to our east. But we're going to be in the 20s to near 30 here across the area tonight. Now, back to tomorrow. We'll watch Saturday and those clouds stream overhead, and then maybe some activity later in the day off into the Sandhills and portions to the east of us. We're going to be quiet here in our area, and we'll clear out as that system pulls away that brought the cooler temperatures and the winds to our area yesterday. And we're going to be left with high temperatures tomorrow in the 50s. Not a bad-looking day at all. Nothing in the rain gauge coming or snowfall here over the next 36 hours. Tonight, we're going to call it partly cloudy. Quiet, light, and variable winds, 25 for a low. Back to partly cloudy skies tomorrow. Some morning clouds, late-day sun. South-southeasterly winds will turn northeast or westerly at 10 to 15. We'll be in the mid-50s. Back to near 50 on Sunday. Maybe 60 on Monday. Could see a few sprinkles around. And then 40s on Tuesday. Wednesday, maybe in the low 60s. Next Thursday, Friday, lots of questions. Again, I can't reiterate enough. We have a lot of questions on the map, starting with Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. These days, a lot of uncertainty. So you're going to want to stay tuned as we will keep you up to date.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Renewal by Andersen, it's about our people. We're a family-owned local company with the best windows, patio doors, and installation teams anywhere. But before our customers ever get to installation, they speak with our advisors in the office. We're so proud of our people. They're very experienced, organized, and at Renewal by Andersen, we know that our customers' time is so valuable. We assure you signature service from the first phone call to the installation day. Renewal by Andersen, a local family company. It's about our people.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Welcome back. Nebraska Governor Pete Ricketts and First Lady Suzanne Shore joined healthcare, education, and community organization representatives launching a new statewide COVID awareness campaign called Do Right, Right Now. The Douglas County Health Department and Omaha Community Foundation had teamed up to develop the unified campaign, and as it grew, leaders from outside of Douglas County were brought into the conversation. Douglas County Health Director Adi Poor says the campaign will last 6 to 9 months, evolving and reinforcing each person's role and responsibility in reducing the virus.
Evolve and reinforce each community member's role and responsibility in helping reduce the spread of the virus. Key messages reinforce wearing a mask, washing your hands, and watching your distance. We will encourage the public to get flu shots and get a COVID test if they have symptoms or have a known exposure. We will also promote mental health services, so important at this time. Once a vaccine is available, the campaign will educate the public on its benefit and how to get it. These messages will be promoted in a positive and upbeat manner using current data and research. A website has been developed to provide campaign materials and links to resources. Visit dorightRightNow.org for more information on the campaign.
The State Department of Education and Nebraska Children and Families Foundation are helping expand the campaign across the state. Dr. Poor said the goal is to reduce the number of new cases and hospitalizations throughout Nebraska, which can only be done with a unified response to the current pandemic situation. Well, the Nebraska Game and Parks Commission has confirmed a mountain lion was observed on video from a Ring doorbell camera crossing a yard on the west side of Scottsbluff early yesterday morning. Mountain lions that are found within city limits will be euthanized if it can be done safely in accordance with the Commission's Mountain Lion Response Plan. If people in the community observe a mountain lion, they should immediately contact the Scottsbluff Police Department. Game and Parks officials say due to their secretive nature, mountain lions rarely interact with humans. In the rare instance that a person does encounter a mountain lion, they should not approach the animal, leave the animal avenue of escape, back away slowly to an area of safety, like a house or car, and fight back in the event of an attack. And Wyoming's governor will ask lawmakers to slash $500 million from the state budget in response to weak revenue from the coal, oil, and natural gas industries. Mark Gordon says the proposed cuts would lay off 62 state employees and eliminate 44 vacant positions. State lawmakers approved a supplemental budget in the in-between years of Wyoming's 2-year budget cycle. The supplemental budget used a chance for state agency directors to score extra funding, but not this year. Wyoming has been facing a $400 million budget shortfall even after Governor Gordon cut 10% from state agencies last summer. Well, straight ahead, Sean Callahan and Jason Jorgensen in with this week's Husker Chat. KNEB.TV News will be back right after this.
Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge. What is Hydrozen? It's total body relaxation. It's total body recharge. It's floating weightless on water. Floating your aches, pains, stresses, and worries away. Hydrozen is a revolutionary new therapy using Epsom salt saturated water as a way to relax and rejuvenate your body. And it's now available in Scottsbluff. It is for most ages and has many benefits to the mind and body. Visit hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Pass intercepted. Far side Cam Brent. Fumbles the football.
Pick it up.
Picked up Nebraska, racing toward the goal line, and scoring is Deontay Williams. 10-5. Touchdown. Xavier Betts finds the end zone, and the Huskers now lead it.
Jason Jorgensen back with you as we bring you another edition of Husker Chat, brought to you by Newcomb Diesel of Kearney. I'm joined by Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online. Sean, for the first time in a while, we have a Husker win to talk about. Saturday was a nice day for the Big Red. Certainly a game that they needed to win.
Yeah, it's been almost a year, Jason, since Nebraska had won a game. And let me tell you, that was a quality win. I know Penn State's 0-4, but that's not an 0-4 team. I mean, they probably, in their eyes, think they should be 2-2 or 3-1, and they should have beat Indiana. I don't think Maryland beats them again like that if they played. But there was a lot of talent on that team, and Nebraska needed every one of those mistakes that Penn State made to win that game, and they were able to get arguably one of the better wins of Scott Frost's career here at Nebraska.
A lot of the talk centered around the play of Luke McCaffrey. He wasn't great, but he was good enough, and he certainly made some plays, especially just by showing his moxie, I thought, in the first half when Nebraska built that big lead.
Yeah, I think the game really changed in the second half, but in the first half, he really engineered things, got a couple nice runs that picked up key first downs. I thought on the first scoring drive, he was huge, Jason. He got back-to-back third down conversions that allowed them to get in the end zone. Then he scored the touchdown from the 1-yard line. But, they didn't ask him to do a ton, but when they did, he made plays. And, in the second half, when they were up by 21 points, I felt like they got a lot more conservative, just trying to protect things, because they knew the advantage that Penn State had with their defensive front. And there was a lot of risk if you were going to drop McCaffrey back there a ton, because I thought Penn State, when you looked at it especially, had a pretty significant advantage in terms of athletic ability on their front seven.
About the running back situation, folks had been wanting to see Wan'Dale Robinson touch the ball more. He ended up having to be basically the lead ball carrier on Saturday when Dedrick Mills went out. How do you see that I-back situation going forward?
Yeah, Dedrick Mills has what appears to be a knee injury. He got hurt the first play or two of that game, came out, and Wan'Dale Robinson hadn't been practicing running back at all. So that's just the kind of athlete he is, that they can plug him back in there as a running back, even though he really hasn't had to do a lot of it here. And immediately they gave him 4 straight carries in a row just to kind of warm him up, it felt like. And he gave them enough. Obviously, it was not his best performance. I think he's battled a foot injury as well. But I think they were trying just to get first downs and kind of keep things rolling. He gave them a few of those, helped them get their one scoring opportunity of the second half. But I felt like that second half was all about just chewing clock and trying to kind of get out of there, because you saw Penn State, obviously, they caught fire there and nearly pulled that thing off in the end.
Today on Husker Chat, once again, we're talking with Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online. It's brought to you by Newcomb Diesel of Kearney. Sean, how about the defense? They gave up a lot of yards, but when they had to make some stops, it was great to see, especially when Penn State drove it inside the 20 twice there in the later stages of that fourth quarter.
Yeah, Penn State ran 25 plays, Jason, inside Nebraska's red zone and only got 1 touchdown on those 25 plays. I think a big part of it, Jason, was the special teams of Nebraska gave great field position to Nebraska. Penn State started inside their own 30-yard line on 9 of their first 10 possessions. So they really had to earn a lot of what they got, which leads to high yard totals. Just like a week ago when Nebraska was at Northwestern, they had higher yard totals as well because they got beaten special teams. So I think that played a factor. But in the end, they were able to kind of bow up and hold Penn State. I thought holding in the 2 first-half field goals was really big. Because it's a much different game if they get at least 1 touchdown there.
They handed out the black shirts this week to some of the guys. That's always a big deal, and I suppose that's good timing. I mean, this defense has looked a little bit better each week of the season.
Yeah, they've played hard. They've played physical. They've played fast. Are they a perfect unit? No. But those guys definitely deserve it. I mean, JoJo Dolman played over 90 snaps in that game, and guys like Boodle and Dismuke, Colin Miller, Will Honus, Ben Stilley, Ty Robinson. You go down the line, Deontay Williams, Cam Taylor-Britt. There's some guys that really have earned those black shirts, and I was glad to see them hand them out. Kind of a low-key approach. They didn't want to get a lot of praise or social media attention, just kind of a business-as-usual thing here in the program.
How about this week against Illinois? They come in 1-3, but they have to be feeling good about things. It took them several tries to knock down the final field goal, but that was a big win for them to beat Rutgers.
Yeah, Illinois has battled COVID as much as anybody, and they honestly probably could have sat out a game or two, and they chose to play. They've had multiple quarterbacks play. Isaiah Williams is a very mobile quarterback. He had 31 rushing attempts. 28 of those were design runs. So if he's their guy this week, you're going to see a lot of quarterback runs, and we know last week that gave Nebraska problems. So I would think Williams is going to play a lot. We might see Brandon Peters back out there as well.
And if people don't remember, at the end of last year, Illinois was playing some decent football. I mean, Lovie Smith was able to rally those guys last year, and they went 6-6 and went to a bowl game. So this isn't a bad football team.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody is like, man, is this it for Lovie Smith? He's having a rough year. I'm like, absolutely not. I mean, he took him to a bowl game last year. He beat Wisconsin. He's battled COVID as bad as anybody in the conference. So, are they a finished product team? No, but I think Lovie Smith has made Illinois better. That roster is built a lot better with talent than it was when he first got there.
What do you see as a couple of big keys for the Huskers in this one? Certainly it would be huge to find a way to move to 2-2.
I think, can they get more production, Jason, from the tailback? I feel like living on these quarterback runs has not been healthy for the long term. They need to get more running attacks or more rushing yards from the running backs in this game. And then defensively, can Nebraska contain Isaiah Williams in those QB runs? I think that is going to be the number one weapon of this Illini offense.
All right. Should be great to see. Sean, as always, thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you, Jason.
And that was Sean Callahan, the publisher of Husker Online, joining us once again for Husker Chat. We're here every week. It's brought to you by Newcomb Diesel of Kearney. I'm Jason Jorgensen.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks, from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
At Platte Valley Investment Center, we believe in personalized planning for your financial goals.
As your retirement income partners, our concern for your success combined with resources from Raymond James can help you make confident decisions for your financial future.
Our team of financial advisors will help you make your money work just as hard as you did to earn it. After all, our goal is to help you reach your financial goals.
Call me, Jody Rosiska, or Kevin Fig, Financial Advisors, to set up your free, no obligation pre-retirement review.
And finally tonight, a group of high school students joined forces with the Nebraska Strong Project to spread a little love and warmth during these turbulent times. On Thursday, students from Scottsbluff's Choices program arrived at the Western Nebraska Veterans Home to deliver handmade blankets and cards to the residents. Nebraska Strong team leader Matt Smith says the students have been doing several outreach efforts over the past few months, including here at the Veterans Home.
The Choices program has a funding that they received, I believe is around $5,000. And so the kids have worked really hard and they created 80 plus blankets for here. And then I guess they had another 50 donated.
The Nebraska Strong Project was created last year in response to the flooding in eastern Nebraska, and funding continued this year amid the coronavirus pandemic. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.